I know that's very formal.
No.
But, okay, so.
Oh, Mario started. Well,
yeah.
Edit the beginning out. Thanks for the warning, asshole.
It's fine. It's fine. We're good. We'll roll with the punches. Let's do this.
All right. So the first question on it is, so I know you stream, and you used to stream pretty regularly. What changed to make it not so often for you?
Okay, so here's the deal. I streamed early on. I got very lucky. I had people notice my stream that were very popular very early, and actually got some traction on my channel. That's how I broke my X amount of viewers or whatever. I broke my first 100 on the first night I ever streamed Minecraft, or the second night I ever streamed Minecraft. And I was lucky. Basically, I lucked out, and I kept that fan base for a very long time. Actually, probably a month and a half, which in regular time doesn't seem very long, but in internet time, it's a long time.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, and so what basically happened is it gave me the opportunity to meet Lance. Once I met Lance, I got lazy. I was juggling school and streaming at that point, and so I slowed down on streaming. And the issue with slowing down on streaming is you lose a lot of viewers. And people have already followed your channel, and so when they see you go live, they're like, oh, well, he's probably just doing the same thing he was before. He's not as live as often. So I lost a lot of that. And then I came back, and then, so I really did stop streaming for a while. I started uploading to YouTube, especially because we were out of country at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Where we lived in New Zealand for 3 months, and streaming, while possible, it was not reliable there, at least in the location that we lived. And so I uploaded a lot to YouTube, and then I just really fell off. I stopped uploading. I stopped streaming. I was honestly, I was pretty, I was just bummed. I don't know. For some reason, I just felt like crap, and so I didn't really feel like doing any of that. But then I started streaming again, and honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. The only problem was that I wasn't breaking out. I wasn't emerging because, unfortunately, the market was very saturated at that point. A lot of people have been streaming, and really the only way to get popular streaming now is to dedicate a lot of time to streaming. Every day.
Oh yeah, well, that's
and juggling class.
Similar situation here.
Yeah, juggling class and all that kind of stuff is doesn't hold on, unfortunately. And so I stopped completely, and I stopped YouTube completely and all that. And now I've started up YouTube again because I decided to make it less of recording and editing what other people want, and I made it recording and editing things that I want to see and things that make me laugh.
Exactly.
Which is really important.
And that I couldn't stress that point any more to anyone. I had a pop. I don't know if you remember or not, but my stream used to get 40, 50 viewers.
Right.
A lot of drama had happened in my channel, whether it be from viewers fighting with each other or me just losing my shit on people for being stupid and causing drama, which I had done. I fully admit to that. But I had walked away from this channel for several months. I had started another channel for streaming. I was only streaming Smite, and I was doing what I wanted to do. I revived this on my birthday, and I said, I've wanted to do interviews because I got Sketch. You know who Sketch is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got him an interview with Searle. And ever since then, it's been an itch in my head to do interviews. So now I don't care if it's what people want to see. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. It doesn't matter who it's with, small YouTuber, big YouTuber, big streamer, small streamer. It doesn't matter to me. I just enjoy this. So,
right.
Like you said, really got to push for what you want to do, or else you're not going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and then there's no motivation behind it, unfortunately.
Exactly. I took on that 1-year challenge, and that damn near killed me, dude.
Yeah.
Legit. I put on 140 pounds during that because I didn't exercise. I was so worried about it.
Right.
All right, so we'll move on to the next question before we get to chitty chatty. Oh, excuse me. What made you want to do YouTube, and how is it different for you from going from being a streamer to a YouTuber?
YouTube was originally an idea by Lance.
Yeah.
Lance had already converted over. If you guys don't know, he started streaming, and then he moved over to YouTube. And in that, he convinced me that if I hopped over on YouTube, he would give me that kickstart I really needed. He would give me a lot of help, which is very kind and generous of him. And Honestly, the difference between YouTube and streaming is that I feel like streaming does not support the little guy as much. And for instance, you don't have quality options on your video. You don't have a subscribe button. You have a follow button, but you don't have that subscribe button for $5.99 a month.
Yeah.
You're not getting the money off the ads that they play before your stream, even though even though they're playing ads over your stream. And so being over on YouTube, I make $15 a month. Big deal, right?
Yeah.
But at least it's something to show for my work and my dedication. And like I said, I'm doing it because I like it. But every little bit counts. A little bit of cash or whatever really really goes a long way. And I'd rather do it through hard work and dedication than to ask for a donation and have it. It's not because asking for donations is wrong. People donate because they like you. You know what I mean? Like it's not like you're begging or anything. But what it is unreliable. You don't know if somebody's going to donate one day. You don't know if somebody's going to drop $100 one day or a nickel the next. And the reliability of YouTube is very nice to have a nice, safe, reliable.
Especially when you get into those large donations, those are especially for smaller YouTubers, streamers. Either way, because a lot of YouTubers are starting to stream on YouTube now.
Right.
Those are so very few and far between. As a small streamer, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
They like, oh, well, that makes up for those days you didn't make any money. It kind of does, but it doesn't at the same time. Like, and I'm not saying this from my perspective because I don't care about the money, but there's a lot of streamers who are out there who get used to the money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they'll drop or they'll make it more about the money. Like,
and the problem is when it becomes about the money, then people start falsifying the money where they'll send in $200 and then they'll retract it the next day, and that kind of stuff, so that they get the notification and the big thank you and all that on stream, and then they back out, which is really sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, I've had like 2 different PayPals screwed because of something like that.
Yeah.
Hesh has a question in the chat right now. What do you think on the problem with the new YouTuber trends, them screwing over the little guys? That's actually a good question. It's a dramatic question because answers are always dramatic with that. But good question.
What do you think of the problem with them screwing over the little guys? Honestly, I think that people at the little YouTuber age should not. I mean, even if it is quote unquote screwing over the little guy, just like Twitch, if you're in it for the right reasons, that kind of stuff won't matter. You know what I mean? Like there's always a way around all that kind of stuff. Like, if you want to do something, you're gonna find a way to do it. And I think that even though they may be screwing over the little guys or whatever, but it's still possible to emerge.
Yeah. Sense. I really am not. I refuse to touch that question.
Oh, yeah?
Only because I actually watch a lot of people that I know are just going to end up banned. They're smaller.
Right.
Well, they're basically just there causing shit.
Right.
Which, entertaining, yes. If they were to be bigger, it would be completely all over the YouTube, though, and that I wouldn't want to see.
Right. Yeah. I have such a problem with people like, I have such a problem with like all those drama and like clickbait and all that stuff. It's like, if you are producing quality content, you don't need to do that. Like for instance, Lance has been streaming lately a lot, right?
Yeah.
And people come into his channel and spam. Oh, come sub to my channel.
Oh my God, I see that out there.
Yeah, please come to my channel. I'm 500 away from, or I'm 5 away from 2.5K. I'm giving away free modded accounts. It's like, dude, if your channel, like, if you're putting in the work, like, put in as much work as you do into your channel as you would spamming this chat, then you might actually have some quality content that people want to check out, especially if you do have 2.5K viewers or whatever.
Yeah.
Subs. And
like, if you have 2.5K subs and you're spamming in somebody else's chat, you're doing it for a different reason than entertainment value.
Right.
they probably made like a fucking $10 check and like went nuts. And now they're doing that because that's when you can tell they're doing it for the money.
Right.
It may not even just be the money they're making from YouTube, but they're doing it for other reasons than their content. They're not doing it for the people like you would want to do for YouTube.
Right. They're trying to scam you. They're trying to.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. It's just it's a deep rabbit hole.
Should rather not see how far that rabbit hole goes.
Yeah.
So next question on my list. What's your all-time favorite game?
Growing up, if you would have asked me during high school, it would have been Call of Duty. And my parents, like when I was a little kid, the problem was that we were always a generation behind. If the PS2 was out, I had the PS1.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always getting the cheap games and all that kind of stuff. And then I finally bought an Xbox 360 with some Christmas money that I had put together. And I mean, I'd have to say, like, I started with Halo 3. And I would have to lie down in my office room because I didn't have a cable long enough to reach my bedroom. But I spent over 20 hours within the first 2 days playing games, and it was absolutely ridiculous. But I played a lot of Call of Duty. I won a couple tournaments with it. So if you asked me in high school, that would be that. Nowadays, I put so much time into Grand Theft Auto that I would have to say it's Grand Theft Auto. But I am a big fan of like the creative games, like basically. So what I mean by that is like Minecraft, right? Minecraft has so many different options and so many unlimited options that really you can play it for just about ever.
Yeah.
As well as like Gary's mod. Hop into Gary's mod, you're gonna find tons of different things. That's why like Roblox is interesting to us because there's so many unlimited possibilities. And I'm a big fan of creation. So like what is it? Besieged. If you've ever heard of Besieged,
I've seen it. I've never really played it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I'm into that. It's like you create medieval wartime things, and you got to kill all these peasants. I really love building games, and that's where my love for Minecraft came.
Yeah. Okay. No other questions in chat so far. So, how old were you when you first started to stream?
Hold on. You guys get the questions in chat going, please. I don't want to be rude, but I'm really willing to answer any question.
Question.
Yeah. So like, feel free to get freaky with it, you guys. I'm nothing but truthful. Okay. So wait, what was the next question?
How old were you when you first started to stream?
I first started when I was 20.
And you're how old now, by the way?
20. I'm 22 now.
Okay.
I first started when I was 20. I was fresh out of a 4-year college. That does not mean I completed that college. I partied a little too hard and didn't make it to all my classes. Didn't make it to almost any of my classes, actually. And so I came home and I did the part-time student just to get back in the swing of school, and then I got into being a full-time student, and then eventually summer came around again, and I was like, well, I'm going to give this a chance. So I went ahead and gave the streaming a chance, and I just, like I said, I got lucky. I got a big break, and I exploded from there.
Yeah, that sounds about right. When I first found you the first time, it was off of a raid of another raid, raid, and I was just like, holy fuck, he's big. Yeah. And I was talking about the camera and your channel, by the way.
Right, of course. I'm just kidding. No, I got you, dude. Don't worry. I got the double meaning there.
No, but I was just like, holy crap, he's huge. Like, because when I first showed up, you had like I think 60 viewers or something. I was like, and to me that was big for me.
Right.
Because you weren't partnered, and that was the big thing. It was like, you're not partnered, but yet you have this many viewers and you're growing. I was just like, what the hell?
Yeah, like I said,
it was to get that button.
Yeah, for sure. I streamed every day for a month with at least 50 viewers, and they didn't give it to me. No. And that kind of killed me too. It was like, I'm working my ass off over here. And
yeah, that was kind of a really depressing thing too. Like, you did 30 days, I did a year, and it was just like, no love?
Right.
So we have Celeste asking a question in chat.
Oh, how big your pee-pee?
Yeah.
A PP. I think you mean on. Hold on. Let me look into this. Would be. I'm looking up the reference for PP because plug. Do you mean plug and play? I use HDMI. If you're asking for plug and play. Otherwise, my PayPal account. I think I have $55 in it.
Well, shit.
My pirate party, I don't know what that means, but I want in it. Oh, vitamin PP, also known as nicotinamide. Nicotinamide. So it sounds like nicotine. I don't smoke, if that's your question. So I hope I got that answer.
We have a few more questions in chat as well.
Sweet.
DBG Sonic Girl asks, how did you get your spark in streaming YouTube? Like, I think I understand what she means by that too.
Right. My first instinct was to go on YouTube. I actually used to have a channel. I'm going to throw this channel out there, you guys. And if you really want to find my first YouTube videos, this is what you look up. It's Real Risky Rick. That was my first YouTube channel. This is the only place you're going to hear about it.
Wow.
Okay. I probably have 300 subscribers, maybe 100. That's where I first started uploading. That's where I bought my first capture card and played video games and captured them. And I've always had this obsession with YouTube. It was always like watching, like I said, I was into Call of Duty when I was younger. I always watched, I don't know if you've ever heard Nanners, Sark, Hutch, like all these big Machinima Respawn dudes, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I would be like, I can do this, you know. I am good enough at the game that I can provide something good to watch, and I'm good at the game. And I feel like my personality can take me somewhere, and I just sat on it for so long. Like, had I gotten into YouTube when I imagined it at like 13 or 14 years old, I'm sure I would be huge by now, because if I would have jumped in and I would have gotten in early, you know what I mean? Like, there was tons of success to be had. Unfortunately, I just jumped in too late. I didn't buy a capture card until I was 17 or 18. So, you know, and like I said, if I would have done it earlier. And that's where my first like spark or obsession with YouTube happened. And then Twitch, I was watching a streamer and I didn't really understand how to stream, but through somebody else asking, hey, how do you stream? What do you use? He said, oh, I just use this program and it's really easy. And I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I should check it out. So I check it out, and one day I clicked go live. I played a game and nobody watched. I think it was Borderlands, but I'm not for sure on that. And then I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to try a different game every night until something clicks and I get some viewers. And that's when I found Minecraft, and that's when I blew up.
Okay, we also have a few more questions, Chad. Do you want to go over them, or do you want to continue with the...
No, I love these chat questions.
Okay, perfect. Are the guests been thinking of going into console and social club more? Because it seems that it seems like those two different things seem not used much by them.
That is a good question. We probably should look into using the like the crew stuff for like telling people about crew events that we might have and things of that nature. I don't think we're going to really explore into console right now, but that's solely because we don't have the funds for it. Like, yeah, Lance is a full-time YouTuber. Maybe he gets some cash from it. But you gotta remember, like, it's more like we're starving artists. Is how I would put it. Like
you had said, you get $15 a month.
Right? Yeah. It's not like tons of cash. If I wanted to save up for an Xbox, what are they? $350. So let's call it 20 months, 25 months. So I need 2 years of saving up from my YouTube channel in order to get a console. So I don't think we're going to be transferring over to console very soon. But as far as the social club stuff, it is a great idea, and I'll pitch that at the next Yes Men meeting. For sure.
Celeste, do you like walrus nipples? If so, can we be friends?
Walrus nipples are valuable in Asian countries. I am aware.
Wait, really?
No, I'm just.
You had me completely convinced with that.
Do you like walrus nipples? Honestly, I've never seen them, but I'm gonna have to give it a yes because I want to see them. So yes, we can be friends, Celeste. We're good.
Well, I can't do that on stream or I'll lose my channels, or else you'd see walrus nipples.
Yeah. Celeste, $55. That's more than my life is worth. I made $55 in the last 5 months. Or 4
she was talking about when you said, what's in your PayPal?
Oh yeah. That $55 is what I made in the last 5 months.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Hashtag. Also, why do you think that you and Curtis are targets in Lance's streams?
In Lance's streams, we need. You have to realize that it's not only about teamwork; it's also about comedic relief and making us targets or people that he shoots or runs over or anything like that. That's we write it off as comedy. Like it needs to break up the tension, and we don't want him killing his viewers because then his viewers might hold a grudge and kill him over and over and over again, and then then the salt comes out, then nobody's having a good time. So if it's Curtis and I, he knows that he can push these boundaries, and we're comfortable enough with each other that we won't get mad at each other. Yeah. And that's the real reason for that. Unless
you're not streaming or recording, then some salt comes in.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, there's natural anger that like it because here's the difference. If we're playing with viewers, it's not as bad because the viewers, they don't have like these set rules. But when you're comfortable with somebody and when like you talk and you're like, okay, maybe we shouldn't do this because then it will make a video more exciting. And then that person strictly breaks that rule, then there's some salt that comes out.
Hey, I broke that rule without knowing your rules, so. And once I knew it, I kind of purposely broke it against you though. But that's because I knew you take it with a grain of salt.
It's all fun.
Yeah.
I'll read the next one. Sorry if this question has been asked already. But what is your advice for starting out on YouTube when you are a perfectionist? Because my biggest issue is I want the best quality off the bat. If I can't get in it, I don't want to post. Okay, I know that is daunting. That was a real problem with me. Here's the deal. You're not going to have a perfect video your first shot. And that's something that you need to get over like right away. I know that you want a perfect video and you want to be the best editor, but that stuff is only going to come with practice. Now, if you record videos and you edit them and you just save them to your computer, do that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to upload, but why not upload? You know what I mean? Like, you're only going to get better with time. There's no perfect recipe for a perfect YouTuber within an instant. And you got to just find your niche, niche, NICHE. You guys should know that word. And then you got to go with it. And I think, like I said, honestly, just have fun with it. Every time you go to edit, try to teach yourself something new. Be like, oh, you know what would be funny is if I made the black bars on both sides of the screen and then I increased the contrast so that it looks like I'm watching a movie instead of a video game. And tossing in little things like that into your videos is only going to make you better at editing and understand the program better, making your videos better, and in due time you will be better in general.
Jesus Christ, that was a good answer. All right, Celeste, I like this guy. DBG Sonic Girl, what are your requirements or materials you need for YouTubing?
Okay, what do you need for YouTubing? In all honesty, you need a camera and an internet connection. And that sounds really vague, but there are people that vlog. Go out and do something fun. Show yourself doing something fun. Make some jokes. If that's really all you have to get a hold of, then you can do it and you just post. And whether one person sees it or 2 million people see it, you should be happy that at least you're doing it. I think that if you want to be gaming in YouTube, clearly you're going to want a computer of some sort, something to edit with. But when I say internet connection, like, you're like, oh, my internet's super slow, like I have 0.2 upload, like there's no way I'm getting a video on YouTube. Edit that video, drop it on a flash drive, and run to your library and upload it. You know what I mean? Like there should be nothing stopping you from really getting into it if you want to. Okay.
Next one. Where were we? Okay.
Yeah.
Go
ahead and read that one out loud for me.
What is your feeling on furries?
Furries I'm okay with. People that identify as like being this furry, perfectly fine with. I'm even okay with like bronies. I'm okay with all that. The only thing that I am not okay with is making those furries or whatever sexual. And by that I mean I don't care if you're attracted to them sexually. I don't care if I don't care about that. but don't make it public. You know what I mean? Like just like I wouldn't shove my wiener in your face. Don't, you know what I mean? Like don't, like, I'm totally okay with you having that if you're into that, you know, just like other people are into other things in bed. That's fine, but it doesn't mean that it needs to be public just because you're into it. You know what I mean? And I think that you need to draw your own lines and make sure that you're not yeah, like I said, I wouldn't walk down the street naked. You know what I mean? Like there's lines. You should know them. What activities do you do outside of YouTube and Twitch? That's a very good question. I sleep. No, but I'm mainly a YouTuber now. If I'm not YouTubing, I'm playing with my friends games. If I'm not playing and recording with my friends, I am watching streams. I actually have some small time streamers that I watch, and I'll make some funny pictures for them in Photoshop. I practice Photoshop quite a bit, and the idea was, when I started with that, is back to my idea of practice. I watch a streamer, I'll make them some art, but it's not like, even if the streamer doesn't use that art, I bank it as, hey, at least I got some practice in. My feelings aren't hurt. I'm glad that I got the Photoshop practice, and so you know, I'm just trying to perfect the craft, which is really important.
Oh man, Hashtag. If you remember the Outcast series, what do you think about a Yes Man Outcast series?
I would be 100% cool with the Yes Man Outcast series. The Outcast series was originally canceled due to the fact that Lance and I were in the same room at one point, and we could no longer record because he would yell so loud that it would pick up on my microphone and ruin our audio with a terrible echo. So that's the reason why we stopped. And once we stopped doing that, I pretty much stopped YouTube for a very long time. Would we bring back Outcasts? I'm sure we wouldn't have a problem with it. Lance lately has been going in a different direction, unfortunately, because, or not unfortunately, he's been going in a different direction.
Yeah.
Because he wants to integrate other games. He wants his channel to be to not be only Minecraft. He wants it to be multiple games, which I completely understand. You don't want to get burnt out on one game. I think if he continuously changes games, it's going to keep him fresh and in his personality, and that's something that is important for his channel.
Wow.
Oh, wait, we got Walrus Nipples in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm clicking on him. Holy crap. Those are some Walrus Bazubas. If I could describe them, I'm not going to lie, it is just a lovely pair of chesticles attached to a walrus. They really just took the female breast and went ahead and blended them into the chest of a walrus.
So perfectly, too.
10 out of 10, I am a fan. And I'm also a fan of whatever background it's like on this purple ion background. It looks beautiful. I love it.
Wow.
Nice job there, Celeste. Great going. Did we get all the questions?
So far, yeah, it looks like it. Let me just scroll up just to make sure. Yeah, so far, yeah, it looks like it.
So we got all the chat questions. Thank you guys for keeping them up. I hope I answered them all well. If I didn't, feel free to elaborate in your question, and I will elaborate in my answer.
Yeah, keep them coming, because some of those questions are probably on my sheet, so I'll just bang them out. Well, not quicker, I guess. More in an efficient way.
Efficient manner, yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
So I asked that one. How old were you when you first started streaming? Let's get rid of that. What kind of advice was already asked?
Yeah,
like I said, some of them.
When you're not streaming, recording. Yep, I answered that one. Oh, another thing that I didn't say is, if I'm not doing either of those, I try to play Pokemon Go. I try to get out of the house, go for a walk, stuff like that.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, and I haven't really told anybody this yet, but I am going in for a gastric bypass, which is a fat guy surgery that makes your stomach about the size of a golf ball.
And helps you lose weight and stuff.
I was considering doing a vlog series on my channel about it, but I'm not for sure on that yet. But I'm obviously, I'm not hiding it or anything. I just don't know if that's something that I want, or a direction I want my channel to go into.
Actually, I'd like to see a life in the day of Ricky. That would actually be kind of cool to see, dude. Seriously. Like, you don't see a lot of smaller YouTubers having successful vlogs, but I think the year-end might actually be fun.
Right. Yeah, like I said, I'll think about it.
So, as one big guy to another, I gotta ask, what's your favorite food?
Huge fan, because I was born and raised in Chicago. A huge fan of the pizza. Pizza, you can put anything on it. You can put anything in it, and I'll pretty much eat it. And if we're talking, no, so pizza's pretty easy, right? Like a lot of people would say pizza. If we're not talking pizza, we're talking sushi. I absolutely love sushi. I can eat any type. I taught myself to roll sushi a few years back.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, it's about the same price as going to the restaurant and buying it. So it's not really worth the effort because, you know, you get high quality if you go to a restaurant and buy it.
Oh, dude, if you're ever out where, and there's several of them around my area, but if you're ever out in this area, I got to take you to one. It's an all-you-can-eat sushi buffet.
Oh.
And it is hand-rolled.
Dangerous.
It is all there, all in shop. It is so good. But there's several around my general area with, like, going up and down.
Right.
Along, like, highways. So it's, without giving...
So we'll have to try them all is what you're saying? Got it.
No, without giving out where I am, that can, I mean.
Right. Okay, ready? We got more
someone in the chat.
Go ahead.
Miss Foxabelle asked, do you think face cams are a necessity of YouTube?
Okay, we skipped one.
Did I?
What? I'll answer this one first. Do you think face cams are a necessity of YouTube? No, I do not.
You did. Sorry.
I think if you have good facial expressions and you look into the camera, you pause for dramatic effect, then they can be very effective. But as the Game Grumps will show you, if you know who that channel is, face cams are not needed. Simply like I did how I described that walrus with the nice, beautiful chest. As I described that, then we don't need to show the picture because it is rated whatever. We don't need to show it. We can just explain it, and you know, people can have a good laugh with us. So no, I don't think. I think there's a difference between, like, some people think the face cam's necessary. PewDiePie got huge from his jump scares. I think it really depends on like what games you're playing. Like if you're playing a scary game, maybe. Probably. Right. People want to see you jump. People want to see you scream. If you're playing a shooting game, not really. You know, people want to see you wreck some kids. People don't want to see your face as you slightly squint your eyes and lick your lips trying to kill somebody. You know, it really depends on what you want to get into.
Fuck, you can tell you're a game. You know you're a first-person shooter gamer when you know that move.
Yeah.
You squint your eyes, quick lick of the lips, and you're getting that shot.
Yeah.
Flamin' ass, like you said, we missed a question. Yeah. Were you ever worried about people liking you on YouTube?
Yeah, I was. Like was asked earlier, I thought I needed to be a perfectionist on YouTube as well. I was super afraid of opening with a face cam on my channel, or my second channel, like I did. By the way, did anybody look up Real Risky Rick? I'm really interested if anybody checked that out, because I
was actually gonna look at that up after stream.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so I was worried. With the name RippedRick comes the connotation that I'm strong, or ripped, obviously, or you know. And I was worried that giving away that face reveal might diminish viewers. But here's the thing: if I hide what I look like for a long time, and then eventually do a face reveal, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? I thought you were strong as hell. Like I thought you were cool. Like not, but because
I thought you were ripped.
Yeah, like because I immediately revealed that I'm a big guy, I don't need to hide that fact. I can live in being comfortable. And yeah, I mean, everybody's worried about other people liking them, but let's be honest, the YouTube comments and things are mine are pretty good because I'm still a small channel. But once you get to bigger channels, they're pretty much cancer. And so, you know, you can't really worry about that. But yeah, that's my answer. Yes, I was worried. No, I'm not worried anymore.
All right. Just looking to see if there was one. I know they were just chatting amongst themselves. Oh, yeah. Sorry. What is your feeling?
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this interview so far with Mr. RippedRick. I wanted to keep it short for you guys, that way you don't have to deal with a long hour video and get bored. The next part will be uploaded later today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you guys later.